Hello children, welcome back to online class. Myself Suma, your science teacher from Upper Public School CBSE Kalburgi. Children, in last class what we have learned? Yes, we have started new lesson, that is lesson number 8, rocks and soil. Lesson number 8, rocks and soil. Children, can you recall what we have learned in that chapter in the last class? Yes, we learned about rocks and its uses. We learned about rocks and its uses. So what is rock, children? Yes, rock is a naturally formed non-living earth material. So you can see here different forms of rocks. So these are the different forms of rocks. So these are the different forms of rocks. Rock is a naturally formed earth material. It is very hard, solid and made up of huge blocks of minerals. Rocks are very hard, solid and made up of huge blocks of minerals. All rocks are made up of minerals. Some rocks are hard, some are soft and some are shiny. For example, marble, granite and sandstone, these are very hard rock. So as I told, marble and granite, it is used for flooring in our homes. Marbles, it is also used for building statues and monuments. And some soft rocks like chalk and charcoal. Chalk, it is used to write on the board and charcoal, it is used as a fuel for engines. So this is all about the rocks and its uses. So today we'll continue the same chapter, that is rocks and soil. Today we'll continue the same chapter. So in today's class we are going to discuss about soil. We are going to discuss about what is soil and formation of soil, and lastly about composition of soil. We are going to discuss about definition of soil, then how soil is formed, lastly about composition of soil. Composition of soil. So first is about definition of soil. So earth has many layers. Yes, earth is made up of many layers. The topmost layer of the earth which we live is the soil. Yes, children, the topmost layer of the earth which we live is the soil. And also the green plants which makes the earth green, they also grow in the soil. The green plants, they also grow in the soil. So we can say that soil is a loose material. Soil is a loose material. Loose material that lies on top of the land. That lies on top of the land. Top of the land. So soil, what is soil? Soil is a loose material. It is a loose material. Where it lies? Yes, it lies on top of the land. It is the topmost layer of the land. It holds nutrients and minerals. It holds nutrients as well as minerals and water. So hence we can say it is a right place to grow the plants. It is a right place to grow the plants, as it holds the, it also soil, it also supports the roots. It also supports the roots so that it can grow, it can stand erect, and and plants can get the sunlight from the sun, which helps in the for preparing their food. And soil is also important for all the living things. It is also used to grow the plants. Hence, without soil there is no life. So we can say that soil is important for all the living things. So what is soil? Soil is a loose material that lies on top of the land. It holds water, nutrients and minerals. So we can say it is a correct place to grow the plants, and it also supports the roots. It also supports the roots so that plants can stand erect to the sunlight, because it can get the sunlight from the sun. So we can say soil is rich in the soil which is rich in nutrients and minerals. It is called as fertile soil. So what is fertile soil here? Fertile soil is nothing but the soil which is rich in nutrients and minerals. It is called as fertile soil. So this fertile soil, it helps in growth of the plant. This fertile soil, it helps in the growth of the plant. So we can say soil is important for living things. So next we'll study about formation of soil. Next is about formation of soil. Formation of soil. Formation of soil. So soil takes thousands of years to form. It takes thousands of years to form, and it is a slow and long process. It takes thousands of years. It takes thousands of years to form, and it is also a long and slow process. It is a long and slow process. Formation of soil is a long and slow process. Million years ago, the soil is the earth had several big boulders of rocks. The earth had several big boulders of rocks. As time passed, the sun heated them up. And when it rained, the rocks cooled down. So million years back, what happened? As time passed, the sun it heated them up. Sun heated the rocks, and when it rained, the rocks get cooled down. When rain, the rocks get cooled down, and when the strong wind blows over them, they made them to crack. The strong wind blow over them, and they made them to crack the rocks. So this effect of the sun, wind and rain, made them to crack the rocks into small pieces, make the make the crack the rocks into small pieces. So this effect of wind, sun and rain, the breaking down of rocks due to the effect of sun, wind and rain, it is called as weathering of rocks. The process of breaking down of rocks into small pieces due to the effect of wind, sun and rain, it is called as weathering of rocks. It is called as weathering of rocks. So as it continued for many years, so as it breaking down of rocks continued for many years, the small rocks, they crushed into powdered form. They crushed into powdered form and eventually formed small particles of soil, and eventually they formed into soil. So I repeat, formation of soil. So formation of soil, it takes thousands of years. Yes, first point is it takes thousands of years and it is a long and slow process. It is a long and slow process. So million years back ago or many years back ago, what happened? The many years back ago, the earth had several big boulders of rocks. Earth had several big boulders of rocks. As time passed, the sun heated them up. The sun heated them up, and when it rained, the rocks get cooled down. When it rained, the rocks get cooled down, and when there was strong wind when the strong wind blew over them, then the rocks get break down or the rocks get cracked. Rocks get cracked. So this process of breaking down of rocks due to the effect of sun, wind and rain, it is called as weathering of rocks. It is called as weathering of rocks. This is how soil is formed. I hope children you have understood this formation of soil. Next, we'll move on to composition of soil. So what soil contains? Okay. Next, we'll move on to composition of soil. Next, we'll move on to composition of soil. Composition of soil. Soil is a mixture of many things. Soil is a mixture of many things. Soil is a mixture of many things. So it has rocks. It has rocks, minerals, air, water. It has rocks, minerals, air, water. It also contains living and dead things. Soil also contains living and dead things in it. So this Living and dead things are called as organic matter. This living and dead things are called as organic matter. Soil is also home for many animals. So many small animals, many small small animals and insects, many small animals and insects live in the soil. They make soil as their homes. Live in the soil. Live in the soil. For example, large animal like rabbit. So rabbit it makes soil as their home for sleeping as well as for giving birth to their young ones. So rabbit it makes soil as their home for sleeping as well as it gives birth to their young ones. And small animals like ants and earthworms live most of their lives live in the soil. So small animals like ants and earthworms, they live in the soil. Earthworms are very important for improving the soil. Earthworms are very important for improving the soil. And it is also, earthworms are also called as farmer friends. Earthworms are also called as farmer friends. Some other animals like snakes, beetles, bugs, and some insects, they also live in the soil. So composition of soil. Soil, it is a mixture of many things. It is a mixture of many things. It has rocks, minerals, air, water. It also contains living and dead things in it. It also contains living as well as dead things in it. Many small animals and insects, they live in the soil, and this living and dead things are called as organic matter. Living and dead things are called as organic matter. Many small animals and insects, they also live in the soil and make soil as their homes. Make soil as their homes. So this is about composition of soil. So children, in today's class, what we have learned? Let us recapitulate. We learned about soil, definition of soil. So what is definition of soil? Yes, soil is a loose material. Soil is a loose material that lies on top of the land. Soil is a loose material that lies on top of the land. It is rich in nutrients and minerals. So the soil which is rich in nutrients and minerals, it is called as fertile soil. It is called as fertile soil, and it helps in growth of the plant. It helps in growth of the plant. It also supports the roots. It also supports the roots. And next is about formation of soil. Yes, formation of soil. The breaking down of rocks due to the effect of sun, wind, and rain. It is called as weathering of rocks. It is called as weathering of rocks. As it continued for many years, the small rocks, they crushed into powdered form. The small rocks, they crushed into powdered form, and eventually they formed into a soil. And eventually they formed into a soil. This is about how soil is formed. Next is about composition of soil. Soil contains many things, mixture of many things like rocks, minerals, air, water, and living and dead things. It also has many animals and insects, many small animals and insects. So this is about today's class, that is soil, formation of soil and composition of soil. I hope you all have understood this concepts. Remaining part will continue in the next session. Thank you, children.